Hello, my friends. Working on the van, doing the installation. I'm gonna walk you through what I've been doing lately. I wanted to kind of get your ideas about a plan that I may try to do. Okay, so I bought this big, huge roll of Thinsulate, 30 linear feet, 600 Canadian. I need to attach it to my walls. I was going to use a 3M90 stuff because that's what's recommended. However, I can't find it in Canada. It's hard to find. Home Depot doesn't have it. Lowe's doesn't have it. Walmart doesn't have it. They have the 3M77 stuff, but apparently it's not as good. So that's one mark against it. The other thing is it's pretty expensive. Right now I'm spending like 15, 16 bucks each can of this spray foam, and I've used like probably 6 or 8 cans, so I mean it's adding up. And I would like to not get myself into that same situation with a spray adhesive. And apparently it does take quite a bit. So leads me to other ideas. One of my YouTube subscribers, Groovy 2, something like that, he had this idea of using paint, like he called it Glidden Gripper or something like that, or maybe just use like a primer, which is, you know, it's got more glue than regular paint. Paint the wall and then stick the Thinsulate right on it. That's an interesting idea. Another idea I had was just using the same stuff I'm using for attaching my foam board, which is this Gorilla Construction adhesive. I know it's quite good quality, and I'm pretty sure it would work to glue the Thinsulate on. I'm not sure what the pros and cons of using it versus the spray glue. If you put like a small bead and then press it, it should stay. Or maybe put a thick bead and press it. Well, ceiling is coming along. This is what I was working on today. And about 3/4 the way through, I realized something. If only I was near Home Depot, I could have fixed this problem. I could have used 1-inch polystyrene, but I'm nowhere near Home Depot, so just wasn't gonna happen. Anyway, I had the stuff, so I used it. That took forever, and the reason I did it like this is because there's a huge curve in this roof. Curves like crazy. Like you can see the gap here to here, and this board is slanted downward. So look at that, compared to that. I mean, it's huge. So to compensate for the curve, I cut little tiny bits. Most of them are 2.5 inch by 5 inch. And yes, I'm gonna stick spray foam in all these pockets to fill it. Reminds me of Star Wars for some reason. I don't know why. Well, here we have it. Looks like bricks with grout. That was a whole can right there. All the way down and up through there. I got some in this spot as well, up here through here. I didn't do this part yet. Wanted to get this done so I can do another layer tomorrow. This is another thing I worked on the other day is since this roof is so thick, my garnish is not going to be long enough or deep enough, I guess, for the fan. So I made it out of some cedar 2x3s, or what the hell they call those, 1x2s, 2x2s, 1x1s, 0x0s. And that part of the roof is finished. Once this part is done, then I can get to work with this Thinsulate, which is right here, with my towel drying on it. It's a roll. I'll show it to you later. It's 30 linear feet, 600 Canadian. And this is the stuff I'm using for the polyurethane expanding foam. 750 milliliters, which is more than the great stuff. 30%, 30 ounce value pack, and it's actually cheaper as well. So not only do you get more, but it's cheaper. And Sikaflex is a very popular brand in Europe, so that's what should be. Each one of these is like $15.97 or something like that. So here is my large roll of Thinsulate. 30 linear feet. And on top I have my Turkish towel. Saw a tip in one of the Facebook van dwelling groups that these towels are good for van dwellers because they dry fast and they feel much better than microfiber. Which is true, they do definitely feel better. And they dry better than microfiber, but I gotta be honest, there's no substitute for just a good thick towel, like a regular towel. So, just finished doing laundry, and this is why I buy a black towel. A little bit more conspicuous than if you had some kind of rainbow design or something, or flowers. Doesn't really look like much if it's solid black. But then I also went swimming today with my kids, and I used this towel to dry off with, and it's this microfiber. Terrible, terrible, terrible. First time I used this towel, I've had it for years. And I'll probably never use it again as a bathing towel. So I'm spending the night at Home Depot. I've been doing this quite a lot lately. So I park right here, and then I usually park over there to work on the van the next day, like in that little grassy patch. Either that spot or that one over there. Anyway, so those are the thoughts have been going around my head about what I should do to attach this Thinsulate. Being a cheap burger, I don't want to spend like $15, $16, $18 a can on this 3M90. I can't even find it anyway. The other issue is it's quite high in VOCs, and the Gorilla Construction Adhesive is really, it's not like non-existent in VOCs, but it's a lot lower than the spray adhesive. Anyway, the Gorilla Adhesive would be way less expensive. I buy a tube at Walmart for $12, and that would last quite a while. I'm sure it would be much more cost effective than using the 3M90. Thoughts, guys? What do you think? Alright, guys. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.